Who gave the order to attack?
Strucker is the Avengers.
Can we hold them?
They're the Avengers.
That's right everyone, it is the Avengers, which is why I think it's a bit too harsh to make people wait this long for at least a little bit of news regarding the game. And given how we're actually still waiting for an update about this game, that might end up biting the developers in the butt in the long run once the game actually fully releases. And that's why I'm here to discuss about this exact predicament. Anyways, welcome back true believers and all you merry Marvelites to another really interesting Avengers project related video. And in this particular video, we're just going to be having a giant discussion regarding the Avengers project as a whole and what my thoughts are regarding the game, as well as what I think the status of it will be once it actually releases in the coming years. But as you see in the title of this video, the main aspect that I do want to discuss is, will the wait be worth it once the Avengers project actually releases? So like we know already ever since the beginning of January of 2017 that the Avengers project is one of many titles that Square Enix and Marvel have teamed up to create in the coming years. And alongside of great publishers having the ability to make great games with Marvel, the main developers that are working on the Avengers project specifically is Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal. And just in case you're unaware as to which games these developers have made in the past, Crystal Dynamics is mainly responsible for the highly acclaimed Tomb Raider series, all while Eidos Montreal is mainly responsible for the Deus Ex games. So seeing that these really talented developers over at Crystal, Eidos, Square, and even Marvel are all teaming up to make the Avengers project a once-in-a-lifetime type of game is a really interesting thing to see. And this point is even furthered by the fact that all the developers over at Square, Crystal, Eidos, and Marvel are making the Avengers project a game that longtime fans of the franchise will be in love with. Not only that, but they're also claiming that it's going to be a game that all of us will be able to play in for years to come, which is a very ambitious thing to state for a AAA game. So knowing that we have almost all of the ingredients to make a really great game, starting off with very talented developers, as well as a franchise that a lot of people are aware of and are in love with, I do think that this game might be really good once it does in fact release. However, we are still completely in the dark as to when we could actually expect more info for this game, and even as to what type of game it's actually going to end up being. And to make things worse, the only confirmed footage that we have regarding the game as of right now is in fact the teaser trailer we received literally 2 years ago that only shows the main character's equipment items. And besides that, we also have a very small amount of information relating to the main story of what the game's actually going to be telling in regards to its narrative. And to add the cherry on top to this sundae of frustration is that we also have little to no communication between the fans and the game's developers. Even though Square, Crystal, and Eidos are very talented people working on this game, it still frustrates the fans knowing that they are not communicating with anyone at all about the progress of this game. The only official update that we have between the fans and any of the developers is Square Enix currently hiring a senior product manager to try and help promote the Avengers project, as well as a slight update from the creative director of the game himself, pretty much saying that they are still very much hard at work at the game and they will tell us more info about it when the time is right. But other than that, anytime anyone actually asks any of the developers a question about the Avengers project, they always respond to them with dead silence. So even though it is reassuring to know that the Avengers project will indeed be a AAA video game experience similar to that of the Tomb Raider games, or even more to the Marvel level of Spider-Man PS4, it still is a bit disheartening with the lack of communication. And the reason why I bring this up is because if you do recall, from 2016 to 2017, we were pretty much left in dead silence from Insomniac and Marvel in regards to Spider-Man PS4's development. Although the only plus side to this while waiting for more information regarding Spider-Man PS4 from 2016 to 2017 is that every time a fan asked Insomniac about the game's development, they always responded with saying that they are indeed working on it. So even though we didn't have much footage back then besides the E3 2016 trailer, it was really great to see a lot of communication between Insomniac, Marvel, and the fanbase. And I gotta say, that was one of the main reasons why my excitement levels for Spider-Man PS4 never died down between waiting through 2016 and 2017 and even through 2018, is mainly because of the developer's passion. And while I have no doubt that everyone at Crystal, Eidos, and Square are really in love with the Avengers as characters, we still haven't heard anything from them in these past 2 years. And because of this lack of communication between the fan fanbase and the developers, a lot of people who are actually interested in the Avengers project have actually begun to forget that it actually exists. Not only that, but the people who are actually still interested within the game are starting to think it's going to be something like that of a mobile game or something not really worth their time. And even though I am still very curious to see what the Avengers project is going to turn out to be, once it does in fact show more footage of it, I don't think I'll be as excited as I was when I first saw the teaser trailer. Not only is this because of the lack of info that we have regarding the game, but it's also because Marvel Games themselves doesn't really seem to be talking about the Avengers project all that much. Granted, Marvel Games is still currently working on content for Spider-Man PS4 as well as all their main projects within their mobile division, but still, regarding the Avengers project, no one has said anything. And seeing how there is a very small minority of people online who are very much hyped for the Avengers project, it doesn't help that not a lot of other people are really excited for the game. So even though I hope the game turns out to be a really intriguing experience that Avengers fans will enjoy, the more each day goes by, the more I start to lose interest about this game in general. So in conclusion, the main answer to my question, will the Avengers project be worth the wait, is yes. Given each of the developers that are working on this project, I do think it's going to turn out to be a very fun and engaging game for a lot of Avengers and Marvel fans. Although if I were to refer to the advertising portions of the Avengers project, I will come out and be blunt and say it has been flat out god awful. Fans who are craving info for this game are left on the sidelines with little to no communication between the publishers and developers, and the fans that really don't care too much about it have completely lost interest up to this point. So hopefully whatever footage is decided to be shown off next for the Avengers project, it better be sure to blow off everyone's socks. And I know for a fact I can't wait to see what's next. But anyways guys, that's the video that I have for you today, and please let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. Do you think the wait will be worth it for the Avengers project once it fully releases, and what type of footage would you like to see be revealed next for the game overall? So let me know what all you guys think. Leave a like if you did enjoy my thoughts on the subject, and until next time, true believers, thank you all so much for watching. Stay merry, Marvelites. Peace out.
Is that why you've come? To end the Avengers?
I've come to save the world. But also, yeah,